Oh, wait, that happens everywhere.
Greetings
That happens
and
in US.
salutations, everyone.
Whoa.
So Zig,
Hello.
did you clean up a page?
Welcome.
The page one up? Yo.
Yo, what's up? How you doing, buddy?
Doing good, doing good.
How's chat? How's chat doing? How's chat doing? I hope you guys all have your. So as a part of this game, we have a sponsor with Jerkmate. So if you strap on now, there's a ranked game currently on. So you got to start within 30 minutes of the game's beginning, and if
it's duos. It's duos. Yeah, you gotta pick your duo in chat right now.
It's a competitive ladder, so
we'll
be doing that. We'll be doing this across the rest of the game, sponsored by Gas and Ice. So there'll be every so often there'll be like a pop up on screen to help you get along. You shouldn't miss them. So enjoy, chat. Anything to make the viewer experience better, right, Arcadum?
I wasn't a part of this.
I was a part of it. So previously on Iron and Iron.
So previously on, who's gonna do the recap? I'm not.
So recaps, who is it?
Sorry,
Zig volunteered.
Zig.
I want to hear Zig do it again.
No, he did it previously. I thought Nobbis Swar was doing it. If not him,
I think Nobb's on the bus right now.
Oh, okay.
He is. He's busting it down. Yeah.
Okay. So nobody else wants to. I can. I believe.
Thank you.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. So last time, this intrepid gang of devils and demons continued their assault on the mortal plane by getting involved in the most demonic aspect of mortal society, the political realm. So they wanted to finish off their work in Sephira by connecting with the council. They decided to do this through the Lady in the Golden Mosque by winning her over. And as they went to go see her, they invited her over. Within both instances, Leo, in character as Gabriel, decided to at once speak beautifully, eloquently well with her, and then on the follow-up meeting, completely putting his foot in his mouth and destroying any reputation that we might have garnered within the city and the council. So instead, we just decided to ice that bitch as we went over to her house, kidnapped her, replaced her with Pig, blew up using distractions and assaulting her guards. Her replacement is there. We took her. We gave her a little nice interrogation after dominating her person, as Zig was able to do. We extracted a ton of really useful information about the continent, about the council, and all such other matters, to the point where we asked her one final question that was quite sad. Even I would say that. We asked her, if you was us, would you kill yourself? Would you kill the person you were interrogating, actually? And she said, whilst tearing up, yes, as she knew with all her might and diplomacy would strike us back down, to the point where we killed her and consumed her soul, leveling us up to level 9.
What?
All right, well done indeed. All right, we got some levels to go over. Let's see here. Let's
line up, guys. Line up in order of repute. Right to left, buddies.
Oh, speaking of which, you guys have to do the recalibration of the Pit Fiend. That's a mission technically completed, right?
You know what, guys? I did not keep track of how much gold we were getting.
Oh my. It's like immediate, like 5%. Gone. Taken off of you.
So as far as I'm aware, We have got. Let me just sum it up real quick. Oh shit! Let me get rid of this.
Okay.
I
think I may have an easier way to remember it. If anyone has memory of what they are owed as sort of trades from other people, list them now. Otherwise, they shall be nullified.
Alright, Zahaab lost
and
2% because I questioned him about session-specific information that he just didn't remember. Yeah, he lost 2%.
Okay, so
Sping
let's go through order of people where anybody gets their claims against them, and then we'll reset. Okay, and then we'll just set it to that. Okay, so currently what's up for grabs is 18,074 gold pieces. That's what I have listed here. I don't know if we got anything that I didn't write down, but that's what we have. I don't think we've gotten our money from the raids and stuff from the cult. I don't think that's been rolled yet. So I think it's best to do that now. If we have any money or income from the cult or gas and ass, can we get that now so it can be divvied up?
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out why I can't move Dig's token. Oh.
Cool. So as you get that, let's go through it. So I'm the Pit Fiend. I Tide of Chaos. Leo's actions at one point, which gives me plus 2%, but I think I lose 2% because of what you said before. Is there anything else that goes into this? Is there anything else anybody wants to claim against me? So it seems as if I just get my flat rate.
No, I don't have anything.
Okay, so it seems as if okay, I'm keeping track of it here. So we're through me. Next up on the chopping block, I don't know where all our tokens have gone. Doesn't matter. Next up, who was next in the list? Swar. Does anybody have any claims against Swar?
Nope.
I believe Sping has one against him. I have it listed here. Sping has one against him. When we did the big raid, when we wore... remember that combat that we did where we were all just like individual tokens but we represented like army pieces, and Sping and Swar went off to one side and then you held it against him and you asked for an allotment SSA of 2% and a favor.
Yeah. That was a long time ago. Fuck, you were the pit fan for that long. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It turns out if you make a contract, you can just fuck people over. It turns out. Okay, so check out the back. Check out where I am right now, guys. Okay. So there's that. Okay, so that's Swar's done. Is there anybody else who has claims against Swar? Fantastic. So
is there anything in the contract for gaining patience, by the way?
And gaining patience.
Nice.
So you don't have actually stuff on. There's nothing there on gaining patience. We have options on patience that exists, but nothing about gaining patience. Okay, cool. So then we come to. This is going to be a call. Zig, did anybody Tide of Chaos? Zig, did anything else happen? Going once.
He gave away so much to Gabriel, right? For inspiration.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, he gave me like 10%, I think, or something. He gave me like 10%.
It was
and a vote.
I think it was something like. Do you guys not remember the number? So, if you do not remember the number, we will roll a d10.
Oh no, dude! Fuck.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
4%.
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna end up actually so rich. This is fucked, bro. You're gonna end up as the Pit Fiend and rich, dude. How did you do the manage?
Here's the thing. I also made a thing with Leo. I also backed a betrayed Leo when he went in to have a chat with that chick for the first time, all by himself. You gave me a scroll of what is it? Enhanceability. I just didn't use it.
And you didn't use it.
Yeah, I just
well, that's not. Yeah, that's not monetarily valuable.
Anything with that.
So okay, now let's get.
I also did say that if Leo managed to, just with the first dialogue with that chick, if he managed to do it well, I did say I was gonna vote him for Pit Fiend.
Yeah. So it seems. Well, we'll go through favors in a second. I think I kept favors tracked really well. So, some people are going to be split on favors, which will be interesting.
Okay.
So, as now we come to Zig. I think this is the most complicated one because you gave up more lawment than you would necessarily get unless you win quite a lot. So, you gave 1% to me at one point. Okay, so that's you gave 1% to me.
Wait, is
you
this
gave
me or Zig?
You Zig now. You gave 3%. You wagered Gabriel multiple times. I think it comes out to you giving up 4% to Gabriel.
I'm shaking.
I think you also wagered Dig, but I don't remember what you wagered Dig. Do any of you two remember? If not, we will roll.
The hell did we wager on Zlade?
Was it before I joined to help narrow it down?
It was. I think it was after you joined. It was quite recently. It was something on a roll, like something for an inspiration. Okay. Do you guys want to call it null, or do you guys want to roll for it?
Roll for it.
Zig.
Zlade?
Sorry, Dig. Zlade.
Wait, what? What's going on?
Okay, so you made a bet with Sping, but we forget what it is. Do you want to call it null, or do you want to roll for it?
Roll for it. Roll for it. It's affecting me.
It might affect both of you.
Oh.
Roll?
Okay, you'll roll. So if it's a even number, then Sping wins. If it's an odd number, then Zlade wins. Looks like Zlade wins.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're going to do a d10 for what it's worth. For another 4%. So that's another 4%. So you're down 9%. You might owe us money.
Fuck. No, bro, the fucking deck collectors are coming for me, gun.
Let me
No,
move
dude,
this
I shouldn't
down. Okay,
borrow money from all those loan sharks, bro. Fuck.
and lastly, we got Gabriel.
Oh.
I think Gabriel lost. Did he do his Lemur's Lament?
We didn't get the
There was no
opportunity
combat.
because there
There
was
was no
combat.
I'm annoyed.
So he doesn't accomplish it. So he doesn't get any benefits from that or negatives. Any other bets we made with Gabriel? Gabriel, law-wise, I think he got two. I think he got something wrong law-wise early on, so that's going to be like a -2 to him. Is there anything?
Yeah, you did like insta, right? I think you made the rule and then insta checked them.
Yeah, and then he insta-checked me, so we both lost like 2%. And sorry, you were going to say something? Silver?
Yeah, I think the only bet that or the only percentage that would have been involving me would have been a Zig bartered with me 3% and a day of him being slave, which has already been expended at this point, for me not reverse inspirationing him for an
Oh, yeah.
intimidation check.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yep.
you get 3 from. You get 3 from
Zig.
Zig. Okay.
What am I? I'm at minus 11%.
You okay there, buddy?
I'm dying.
Minus 10, and then you're at plus 3. Okay, so I'm gonna run these numbers. Give me one moment.
This is why I don't go to the casino, bro.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why.
Absolutely. I went
That's
there one
specific
time with
reason.
my mates. I went there one time with my mates, and we were playing. I was playing blackjack at the table, and I had like, what is it, like above a 16 or something, and I was like, hit me.
You got
Wait.
above a 16 or a 16?
Yeah, I had a 16. It was either a 16 or higher, and I kept on saying hit me. And I left them on.
16 is the harder one to roll. You have to see what the actual dealer has. Sometimes you hit on a 16, sometimes you don't.
I just saw my card. I wasn't even looking at.
You never
other
hit on
people's cards.
17 or higher. You don't do that.
Yeah, but I think that's what I did. I kept on doing it. I kept on hitting me until I got 21 or close to it. Yeah, it's terrible. I was like, this is my chance to win big, all in.
Oh, okay.
Everything.
Okay, so we've actually lost 5% of the loot because we've gotten more negatives than positives as a group. I didn't account for this or where it would go, so we'll have to figure out that after the gold is done.
Donate to Agamemnon.
I think we'll hold it aside in case there's some party-wide something we want to do. I think that probably makes sense. But it is what it is. Okay, so now we just need the number of gold and stuff that we got.
I did not account that we would be so bad we'd lose.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
Also, I put the totals there.
So 6,003.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll add this to our total. So the total of stuff we've gained since the last game. Why did it do that? Since the last time we said this is 24,377. So that's the money that we're pumping in. Okay, so that's not good.
You say that's not good?
No. It's like almost. It's a little bit more than half of what the gold we made last time. So, I think last time we were just more gold heavy, right? We were raiding and shit. We wasn't just bullshitting around. Also, can I just get an update on the number of slaves we have and the number of patients we have?
Sure thing. That is currently
Ooh.
I've got like 4 downtime things just for you guys. Let's see here.
Thanks, buddy. Okay.
Current patience is 10. Let's see here.
What the fuck? Wait, who lost us patience last time?
You expended it when you were working on getting the slaves here in time, getting instantaneous transportation of slaves and stuff.
Yeah. Wait, did Gabriel lose us some patience before?
Since the last talked to Agamemnon in a while.
No, I don't think so, actually.
I don't believe so. Not on the last talk we had.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, I assume we've gained it, but...
For the Pigs of Argos, you have... Your cult is 700 population. See here. I've got some additional things for you guys to factor in. Of the 700 population, that's mostly just acolytes or, like, add-ons, like, what is it called? For the caravan and stuff. So, essentially, you've got some resources you could spend to get them trained into different types. Right now, out of the 700 population, you have approximately 30 Arbalists, 25 Assassins, 42 Warriors, one of which is high potential, 15 Reavers, 20 Acolytes, and 20 Hog Riders, which is roughly a total of 150 combat units. And then you have 700 cults. So everything else other than those 150 are like just unmolded human resources. So it's up to how you want to use them. Let's see.
So we don't have like a flat slave number that I can just pump into the equation.
Well, that's the cult. I was giving you the full rundown. So that's the cult.
Oh, okay.
Slaves. Okay. You have 20 slaves. That
so that changes things a ton.
Are currently accessible.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that's right. We gave him. We fucking
yeah. I think, guys, we'll put the 5% of allotment that's missing. I vote we put it aside for diamonds that we'll buy before we go fight. So that's something I thought of. Okay, let's get to the actual voting now. Sorry for. Let me pull up. Do you guys remember how to vote? If not, I can give you a small brief.
You have 23 soul coins.
23. Okay. Let me update. Yeah, I said it on the Okay.
Gotta do Penergics. Fuck.
Do we get from me and Zig's baby?
What?
You and Zig's baby?
Huh?
Yeah. Our baby. You forgot?
Yeah, they made a baby. You forgot?
You forgot, Leo. So stop trying to pretend like you don't know what's going on.
I
either.
forgot.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
All right, explain it in full detail right now.
Yeah, they had a baby because they touched hips. And then Zig got pregnant. Zig was the one who carried the baby to term. That's what happened.
Is that what happened?
What the fuck?
Do we need to go to the Mefarian version of Dr. Phil? What the fuck?
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, so
talking about the business, the rock selling business, stone selling business.
The quarry, you mean?
Yes.
Yes.
The quarry. The quarry has not been developed yet. I mean, we could move forward with that if you want. I was under the impression that you wanted to put your resources into gas and ass and not the quarry business yet.
Yeah.
Should I add upkeep for that? Like, you want to actually get started on that?
I thought we did, and I got a gold roll from it one time.
I'm gonna go back and check. I don't have that written.
Yeah, I think we got some from the quarry, from the cult quarry, and pillaging from nearby stuff. Last time we got money, that's why we had so much money last time, was because we get income from that.
But that's from pillaging, not from.
And the arena, but he made some deal with the quarry as well, I think.
Yeah, I thought we sold.
Let me see if I can find it. Maybe I put it somewhere else.
Yeah. Anyway, as he's looking for that, I'm just going to go over quickly, like how the voting goes. Okay, so you rank each one of you, the way the actual voting goes. You rank each one of your teammates in order. So just in the order you show up here for me on Discord, I might say, Scat might say, I put ThroatThief, Leo, Swar, Zig, and Dig in that order. The higher you up on the list, the more points you get, right? When we put in our cards, we sum everybody's points, and that decides the next hierarchy and how much you get in terms of value. As you vote, you also vote for one action that was taken. That was the most fiendish action taken. You do not vote for yourself. For most fiendish action, you can put forth something you did, but it shines badly on you by Babylon's light if you do not respect what the most fiendish thing was. By his darkness, I mean. Also, so before we go into voting, there is something you can call favors on each other. You can bribe each other, and you can make promises to each other. So right now, I have here. 1 second. Who Gabriel, Dig, and Zig both promised Gabriel a favor. So Gabriel, You have those favors
Yes.
to use as you like. Dig. Gabriel owes a favor to you. Okay. I believe Zig Swar owes a favor to you. And
No,
the
I already
ThroatThief.
used it to bump
Already.
his
Okay.
vote.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was already used.
And-
The voting session that you won.
Okay. I believe that there was one more. This counts as things I was accounting for after that. So there was another favor. Also, Zig, you have a favor from me. So those are all the favors I have kept account of. And I think ThroatThief has a favor from Zig. So there we go.
That was expanded because we used it to get information from Nellis. By
Okay.
turning
Cool.
Zig into a sex slave.
Cool. This all checks out. So those are that's everything. So as this begins, as soon as we begin
Shouldn't there
voting,
also be
everyone has
the 1 minute pitch? Each one has, or
everyone
whatever.
everyone gets 1 minute to pitch themselves to be voted highest, and then you should, and then we go about doing shit. And you have so it's 1 minute of pitching, 30 seconds of counterclaims, and then we vote. So, does anybody have any things in mind for Most Fiendish just to percolate our mind? Chat, you can also mention any of the Most Fiendish actions you remember. I remember there was something that happened that I was like, this is definitely the Most Fiendish, but I actually forgot what it was.
That what? I think when we mind controlled the chick and we kept whoever asked the question, what would you do? Like how would you go about killing yourself if you were in our shoes? Whoever asked that, I think gets a vote on that.
That was me. I think Zig. I think Zig. I think Dig absolutely murdering those people in the hall.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was pretty fiendish. Dig killing all those dudes randomly in that room and then just leaving instead of having to talk with them it's pretty standardized fiend activity right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Convincing the shark eye to join you is pretty fiendish.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay.
What the fuck?
So, okay, guys. Let's start on the voting. Let's start on the pitches. Okay. Let's just go from.
I also think successfully convincing the apprentice that he is a worthy enough alchemist to deal with is a pretty fiendish action.
Yeah.
7 patience, by the way. Of our 10 remaining.
That's true. Yeah. What a fiendish way to represent the numbers that way.
Okay. Okay. Let's start the pitches, guys. I got the timer ready. We'll just go from left to right on our screen. So we'll start with the person with the best pitches, as always. Always wins us over near the end here. Let us go with Dig.
You said right to left,
Pitch
right?
away, buddy.
And Zig.
Okay, we'll reset that. And it goes to Zig. Bing. Timer has begun.
Oh shit! I'm up.
You're getting clicked right now, buddy.
Go!
Oh, I couldn't see myself. All right, I think I should be voted most fiendish, because I think I was the only one that really wanted to kill people. Everyone else out here just really wanted to just talk and talk. Yap. I was the only one that was really just trying to get stuff done. Let's see. I helped. I didn't help actually. I fully allowed the Elder Shark guy to come in and assist us on our mission. That was me. No one else. Man, it's really hard to try and think of anything fiendish. We really didn't do anything here.
And your time's up.
Yeah, I don't. Really hard. We ran
Okay.
around.
Any counterclaims by the party? Anybody?
So, yeah, I've got one. So, how exactly did the Eldar Sharkai bind themselves to you? Because I seem to recall as ThroatThief raises her hand, you see the loop of hair around her palm. I believe she was indebted to me.
Well, you see, here's the thing. I did a mega mind, like really big brain play, social engineering at its finest, and I made you believe that I was so inept that you had to come over and help me with it, and I knew you were going to be better at, talking Womano to Womano,
That's not even
Such an adept.
I don't.
I'm sorry. Continue.
And closed on the questioning. Everybody scribbles notes. Next to ThroatThief. Pitch yourself. You have 1 minute.
I think it's very simple to say that out of all the fuck-ups that have happened here, none of them have been by my hand. Quite a large noticeable part of them have been independent of me, unfortunately, but I've been able to negate quite a lot of the messes that have been occurring between us. Between the Elder Sharkai actually having an arrangement with myself, being able to almost rescue the deal with Lady Palinphos, all thanks to Gary, as she looks towards Zig. And of everything else that I've been able to accomplish as a fiend of fortune, I'd recommend myself. But pretty much, I don't think that would be entirely within line.
Your time is up.
Yep.
Scat comes in with a counter. A counterclaim. Yes. Your pitch was dream-like, oneric even, but what actions have you at all taken that's fiend-like? You move like a mortal with no spine, no slither.
Oh, or kill him.
Bold. And to an extent, true. I'm here to assist in your endeavors. If I look mortal compared to the rest of you, it's because I didn't really stand out much. What the hell did you do exactly? So fiendish.
As we'll get to in the pitch. To Swar now. Pitch for Swar. We ready? Anybody want to make claims or favors? Begin. Timer running.
No. The only reason we are still in this realm is because I saved us from the fuck-ups of you guys. I gave us 7 patients from Agamemnon, for now 10. And you keep coming back to my alchemical expertise. Like, none of you know any of this. Can't you just learn instead of coming to me for everything? Or at least vote me high, you know? It's not that hard. Apparently it is, I guess, since you can't do it. Do I need to say more?
Could you?
And he cuts himself off early.
Could you teach us how to do it, whatever you do?
Probably not you.
Why?
And I interpose with another question. If you were hired by Agamemnon for your expertise, if your expertise is so easily gained and squandered, what expects you to not have to use it or us to be able to pick it up? You were hired for a job, and you did the job. What's so special about that?
I do it exceptionally well. And I saved your asses, even though I didn't have to.
Well, our asses are linked.
Partly true.
Ew.
Okay. It's time for Scat's pitch, which he begins. Now, do not mistake these others for roaring and rending for their supremacy. My battle of the mind, calculating is unrelenting. Who designed this business we have here? So successful, gathered us information, got us access to the goal at hand, set up our soon-to-be colossal undead by the idea of combining the logistics of gathering all those useless mortal beings in one holistic golem creature. Yes, it was I, Scat, in my mind that has guided us henceforth and here to be here and now. Though I might say my absence from a few occasions did cause some problems. I am the one that would lead us to succeed and crush the gate to the demon wastes. And that is his pitch.
Some counterpoints. Since you are the pit fiend, are you not responsible for Gabriel's fuck-ups? And what have you done to get us patience? This whole gas and ass is a net negative in terms of patience.
The Colossus will be a grand sign of patience. The dropping of the wall will be a grand sign of patience. The consumption of the Golden Mask's soul has led to our power increasing, and isn't that worth a little bit more than the patience of our
That would be a great point,
employer?
if that was the current mission. We haven't even done it yet.
You know what would have been a great source of patience? Me and Dig's little quarry, little marble business on the side.
Patience is but a resource to be expanded and used as we see fit. Swar, it isn't the end all
Agreed.
be all.
That's why I got a 7 of it.
Fantastic. And that is why we used it to gather more. Set our seal on this continent. Do you not see what we have at hand? The graveyards of nations here shall be filled by our hands. By my direction. This continent is wearisome thanks to us. And now,
You're lucky your competition isn't that good.
Aren't we all?
Indeed.
Speaking of competition not being that good. Gabriel, it's time for you to pitch yourself.
It was kind of stares at Scat, and he's just like, let's see. I showed the apprentice our fiendish purpose, was upfront with him, and deferred to Swar. Obviously, when you aren't aware of something, deferring to a single person who knows more is useful instead of pushing at a problem until it's fixed. Let's see. Made contact with Lady in the Golden Mask, which is more than many others have done. Without that initial push, we couldn't have gotten the great, amazing kill on her. Let us see. Scat, honestly, I've hated your fat face ever since you became Pit Fiend. A leader that'll stand up to the church, not a crooked man who preens his face that looks phallic in nature. I'll run these streets like I run the abyss. More security, and more dead people. Well, you bury us in debt, preening with your whatever this is.
Time
And
up.
well, I'll
Time
create
up.
even
Time
more
up.
jobs.
Pause.
Tearing down the church.
Let it go.
Halt.
He's gonna
Let it go.
continue. I'll use all the best rocks from the site to build a new wall. And we'll put the Metherians inside and make the Metherians pay for it. I'll make the pigs of Argos great. And we'll put Zwar in charge. You need someone who's confident, graceful, demure. Someone like everybody's favorite demure.
Oh,
Anyways, that's my opinion, Richard.
And where's this Lemure you're speaking of? Because I do not see him before me.
no.
Saying that it was your opportunity that gave us the Keelan Palindra Palinfall, so it's a bit like saying you successfully killed someone because you stepped on them. It was an inconsequence.
That would be
of what you've
correct.
done.
That is, as much as that is a good analogy, that would still be correct. You would step on something and you kill it. Much like you kill an ant, yes.
All right, you're losing me.
Okay.
Stop while you're ahead, bro.
What have we done in this town? What have we been doing in this town? Exactly. I came with a bit of direction. That is all I'm saying.
He's got my vote regardless.
We all
So it seemed as if you went 20 seconds over your allotted time to speak. And if you look at the bribery, promises, and favors clause, if you exceed your allotted time to speak in the pre-packed panegyric, you are 1% allotment per 10 seconds.
Sure. I don't care.
Minus
I'm not
2.
care.
Minus 2 speed.
Not care. I'm getting more than enough from Zig.
Okay.
Hey, that's my president. Piffied.
And a counter. Whilst we may here speak and vote on the most fiendish action, can we not point to the least fiendish? Remember that whore you took aside and spoke to? About the wrongdoings of masculinity in this here brothel? Can I not remind my fellow fiends of this swarthy, parasitic act of loathsome, mortal psychology?
You must be nice
Philosophy,
to the
even?
merchandise. You must be nice to the merchandise. You cannot simply treat them like garbage, or else they will not do their job properly.
Why not?
Very
Wow.
basic. Very simple. Humans are like boxes. You have to twist them a certain way to get them to work, or else they stop working suddenly.
How is that like a box?
In the case of
kind
the
of
tavern, whenever we were
A
gathering
lock.
information,
A lock. Yes.
whenever we were gathering information in that tavern on Lord of the Dusk Lilies, you went up to 3 people and asked them, "What do you do?" drawing so much attention to yourself that I had to restrict myself from thunderbolting you.
Yet you did not.
You walked up to a paladin of Alokan High, someone who could see past madness and illusions. That's not
Yes.
fiendish, that's childish.
They intrigued me.
Indeed.
We have many followers of
Indeed.
Alokai under our service now. Not because of that
Yeah.
action, but because of our collective actions. And they are great at getting information, I assume.
In spite of you,
And
I would
next.
say.
And next, and best for last, we leave Diggs. Panegyric, please continue. Go. You have your 1
Is
minute.
it my turn?
Yep.
He jumps on the table. Listen, I may not be no silver-tongued noble or as thorough as Swar, but I kept you guys safe. I bleed for this cult. I handle my sword with precision and accuracy. Now, as we head into battle, we will kill them all. You want fire? You want battle? I am war. Though dig or either way, I will still be standing.
Gabriel, please.
Dig, Zlade, I
Just-
grant you an inspiration. Well done.
Again.
I already have one.
Well, now you have another
Can he
one.
have two? Oh my god. Hey, Zlade.
Continue.
You're his favorite player, okay?
That was good. What are you talking about?
Okay.
I know,
That was good.
I'm shit staring.
That was good. So, any questions to Dig?
Could I have
Just
a,
complete- Okay.
could I do a question to Gabriel and ask him if he can rescind the favor onto something else?
No.
Oh.
So we'll begin the voting. And if you wish to use favors, you may tell them, but we're voting now. Okay, so as we do always, we message Arcadum with this. I think the in-game analogy will be pig. Not analogy, but like the analog for Arcadum's doing is pig. So we shall vote.
Real quick, Zahaab. Are we doing it in order of the Discord call? And then you put the numbers next to it to show which one you favor more?
I'm just going to rank
the
them.
most worst. Yeah. Rank
1,
them.
2, 3, 4, 5, and then most fiendish.
Okay.
Oh, 5. Okay. Let's see.
If you want to use favors, you need to DM the people now, and we'll all post at the same time. So
All right, I've pre-written it.
Hands up.
okay, I'm ready too. You guys ready?
Ready? Yes.
Yep. Sounds kind of sound.
I'm
Three.
ready again.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So Arcadum, you have all of those. Yeah, you can just send me how many votes everyone got, and then I can tally them, or you can tally them too.
I'll send it to you.
If you'd like.
Or I'll
Okay.
I'll tally it.
Okay. So, just like last time, first rank gets 5 points, second gets 4, third gets 3, fourth gets 2, fifth gets 1. So, there we go.
Wonder who the Lemieux is going to be.
Okay, chat. Who do you think's going to win? Who do you think won most fiendish? Is going to be the Pit Fiend and is going to be Lemieux. Get your votes in now. Somebody do a bet. And I don't know how to do the bet poll. Do the bet poll. Put your money up. No, your funny up.
Put your points in.
Yeah. I don't know how to do the
Easy.
polls. Are we? Yeah.
Get your money up, not your funny up. Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Calculate.
I would say, if I was one of you guys, now the vote is through, I would definitely not vote for Scat. I missed like 2 sessions, two or more sessions. Plus, like I feel like at the start of the Pit Fiend reign, like I was really killing it. Like I got us gas and ass, we were doing shit, and then it kind of fell off. We just kind of started to do nothing.
Real quick, so the rankings are: first place is 5 points, and then 4, and then 3, and then so on and so forth down the way, right?
Yeah.
And is most fiendish like a special vote, or is that just first place?
Most fiendish is like a separate thing. So you
thing?
can be the Lemieux and win most fiendish. Yeah,
Okay.
Okay, give me a second.
So it's like a special separate award.
All right. Well, yeah. Thank you, Leo. You sent me the shit wrong.
Yeah,
I don't think he's done it correctly once.
I sent it properly.
I almost
crazy.
didn't do it right. I had to go back and edit in this one getting 5, this one getting 4.
Zig, also, if you're in the bottom two, you will become you'll have to face a Lomio's Lament. So
No, dude. Come on. I know Dig got my back. Come on. Surely, right? Surely.
something with Dig. If Dig or Zig are in the bottom two, they will face a Lomio's Lament.
What? What if we're both in the bottom?
So then you're both fucking shit. Stay in Lomio's, dude.
Are you serious?
Colomure.
Wait, we're gonna have duo
Leo gets
Lemure?
50.
Congo.
Unbelievable. The lamented.
Lemure 1 and Lemure 2.
This is the most fucked up. Oh, dude, Scat in the hat.
That was good, you fucking bastard.
I was trying to think of. I was like, oh, what rhymes with cat? Oh, Scat does. There you go.
Yeah, in the hat. Oh my god, this was a famous prank in the 90s I had. You shit in somebody's hat and then you put it on their head.
What the?
Let's go, dude.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
The votes are fucking crazy, dude.
Dude, Arcadum being the poster right now. He's like, oh no, these guys have no idea.
Poster. Stop the count. Oh fuck.
Dude, if I become a Lemure, this is gonna be so painful. From Pit Fiend to Lemure, dude. This is a rough one. Okay. By the way,
Meteor
Scat's last thing he says to you guys as Pit Fiend is one second, let me put it together. He does say something. I did want him to say something before we leave. So this charade in Saphira grows wearisome. We have lingered long amidst the petty intrigues of mortal kind, draped in masks and pleasantries, but no more. The hour has approached, and to serve idle in these fetters of mortal wants and wishes are beneath us. We need to enact a purpose most profane. We must unshackle this continent, render asunder the blasphemous bulwark that shields it from the demon wastes, and turn this place into that graveyard of nations I mentioned. We shall sculpt this Colossus of death, bone-bound and soul-scourged, to stride the world as a testament of our will. The living should tremble, and this continent shall never again be the same. That is my message to the next Pit Fiend.
I have the results in.
Oh, let's fucking go! Let's go!
What are the results? What are the results?
Oh no.
Before I post, I have a question. Is pig legally a part of the contract?
She signed it.
Party.
She signed it?
She was like,
She's
a notary to it?
Intermediary.
third party to witness the deal.
In
the contract.
Notary.
Intermediary. The fiend behind the action taken with the most nominations. In the case of stalemate, the intermediary is left to decide.
Oh God.
So she's the intermediary. So she must decide. Sadly, I did not. There's some fiendish stuff here, but if we're at that point when Pig mentions to us, she's at that point. I'll bring up some stuff.
Well, I was just wondering if she had actual votes because a little bit of a
if she fucks
number
with the
fudging,
votes,
a little number fudging maybe.
So any intermediary shall be informed of this contract, and if they agree to tally the values, they must do so truthfully or be punished under Babylonian law. So she can do it and hope that
You guys
and
have
hope to not be
peasant-
punished.
Well, she's not going to do that because she's a right proper slave. Okay.
Okay.
The results
I
are
write so
in.
well.
The most fiendish, by decree, of the votes of Iron and Ire, with 3 votes and 3 votes, is a tie between
Oh.
Dig and Swar. And so the intermediary must now decide betwixt them.
Scat raises his tail and shoots up and says, "Pig cubed, my dear. As the contract states, you are left to decide. This doesn't mean that it must be between them both, now does it?"
Pig Cubed will look over each of the fiends present, to which one has treated her the most kindly, and out of pity will choose Zig as the most fiendish.
Oh my
So
god.
he gets in.
Oh my god.
And now,
Oh my god, the House of Cards victory, dude. Oh my god.
Hey, you're paying the help.
does the most fiendish affect the votes in any way?
No, it does not.
Okay.
It stops them from being like facing the Lemur's lament.
Well, it's funny you should mention that. Because in last place, we have Zig at 9 votes.
Oh my god, Pig saved you, bro. Pig saved the fuck out of you, dude.
Saved.
You fucking Lemure cunt.
And in second to last place, we have Scat with 13 votes.
Oh my god.
Dude.
I suck.
That's so close. In the next place above Scat, by only beating him by 1 vote, is ThroatThief.
Yes.
Oh no, dude, I'm such a Lemure.
Fuck.
However, ThroatThief also tied with Gabriel with 14
What?
votes.
Oh my
People
god.
called in like 3 favors. How do people
Oh
hate
my
you,
Worse
bro?
than death.
What the fuck?
And the second place is Dig at 19 votes, which means
Oh
my
your
God.
new pit fiend
Fuck.
is the mighty
Is-
Swar
Is Swar.
How many points?
by
What is this?
21 points.
Let's go.
Oh my god, dude.
Fuck Zahaab. Fuck you.
Man, that was crazy.
Hey man, I could have had either Gabriel or anyone else.
I really
and
thought
and
Scat was gonna
I would've
be
been fine.
Lemure. I really thought he was gonna be Lemure. Dude.
No, I wanted to be
It
Lemure
was
so
so
bad.
close. It
I
was
could do
so
that.
close.
It was so close.
Can
Oh
I
my
do
god.
the call
This
the
Zig is the
simping
most
clause?
fiendish.
What'd you say?
Can you call the simping? Oh my god, the simping clause. I forgot about the simping clause.
Yeah, the
I don't
simping
The simping
clause.
clause. I
Zig
say,
Alright.
I don't
a
think
fiend.
people voted fairly.
Okay, a fiend may impunge a fellow fiend's denouement, calling that they incorrectly ranked others. This fiend must have access to their minimum gold allotment, which you do. The challenged fiend can then audit the rankings of can audit their rankings of the accusation, or choose to give 5% of the gross party profit to the party for that mission. So either on the current mission, 5% of your future allotment's going to be split amongst us, or 5% of the person you're accusing. Who are you accusing?
Pig. Does she get an allotment or no?
Oh, does she have a salary?
Well, she has part of the upkeep. I think this regard, if my interpretation would be that if it was caused, the reason that she is doing the clause I think it still has merit because the reason that she saved Zig is out of her connection to him as a slave master. So therefore, it either comes out of Zig, because technically Pig as an intermediary is in direct control of Zig. So therefore, one would have to stipulate that the power of the decision actually goes to Zig.
Well, okay. So I must then ask, uh, the insurgent seems... Okay, so it goes to Zig. So I guess then we need to audit Zig's votes, right?
I mean, I have the
Okay,
favor.
no, wait. We can handle this two. We can handle this two ways. We can handle this two ways.
So,
We can either, as a group, audit his treatment of Pig Cubed or audit his votes. What would we like
we'll
to
let
do,
him vote
guys?
Gabriel. We'll let him vote Gabriel.
Let's audit his treatment of Pig Cubed and whether or not she should actually treat him this well for being a slave master. Okay. So so technically, what has occurred here is you have used, by the contract's definitions, a favor on Pig Cube to depict you as most fiendish in replacement of the rest of the party. Okay, you guys following?
Yep.
So this goes under the denouement audits, where the defender, their rankings, remembered favors, promises, and bribes matter. So the rest of the insurgency must vote whether the reasoning is legitimate or a preponderant to a preponderance of 70%. So we'll vote, given the new rankings, to see if Sping has adequately treated Pig Cubed well enough to account for this favor. Do you guys follow?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fantastic. So you guys remember how many votes each of you have?
Yes.
I can go through it again. Zig has 9, Scat
Okay.
has 13, Gabriel and ThroatThief have 14, Dig has 19, and Swar has 21.
So in terms of votes, I meant so based on how the hierarchy is structured, we get different votes when we decide what to do. So the Pit Fiend has 4. So currently Swar has 4. Dig has 3 votes. Third and fourth have 2 votes, and fifth and sixth have 1 vote. So, do you guys remember that? So Swar, you have 4. Dig, you have 3. Gabriel and ThroatThief, you have 2 each. And me and Zig, we have 1 each. Okay? So, Sping, defend your treatment of Pig Cubed. You have 2 minutes.
Give me a second, yeah.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay. If we think it's worth the favor that she did to him, we vote one way or another. If it fails, but he has to get like 70% of the vote base to agree with him. This is basically what it is. And if he fails, this is his next 5%. Also, to clarify, the gold given out, by the way, everybody got around 4,000 plus or minus like 1,000 gold pieces as the thing split, which is nice. It was pretty even, given all the other bonuses. However, Zig was only given 414 gold pieces for all of his work. He could have got more money busking. Yeah.
A question about the contract. Does it mention that we have to be truthfully evaluating this, or just voting?
I can't contract a fiend to be truthful, so no.
Yeah. Good.
Come on, guys.
Oh. Oh my god.
All right.
I sent
Technically, he
I
can.
sent you a question, Zahaab.
Yeah.
I'm defending my treatment of the way that I treat Pig Cube, right?
Okay.
All right. Well, you see, when we first started out, I had no slaves under my name. like any other huntsman, they always remember their first trophy. So, in me grabbing my first slave, which happened to be Pig Cubed here, I took a shining to her. And I just really wanted to see how far my torture, my breaking of her would push her towards into a spot that would be most beneficial to our cause and to the will of Agamemnon, and also by proxy the will of Babylon. And I think Zig will stop saying it there. Actually, I think Zig thinks that's enough.
1 minute and 14. That is the only thing he could. These are the only amount of time he could provide for his also cared for slave. Now, could he? And Scat sighs at this.
I can also just say, if you guys vote against me negatively, I will see this as prejudice towards demons. Okay.
Okay.
And
I vote you as the least fiendish because it is not fiendish to have a wife. That's what I would say.
We're not even.
It's actually monogamy is cringe.
We're not even married, bro. That's just a bit I do. I'm not even married. That's just a bit.
Crazy.
Don't get
No,
it.
it wasn't
humor, bro.
You actually just stated monogamy is cringe. You deserve to be a lemure. Monogamy is for the lemures, dude. It's such a strong argument.
Oh my god.
Fuck, bro. Stop beating the monogamy allegations, cunt. Oh.
Okay. So is there any other counterclaims? Oh, Scat had a few in the pocket, but after hearing Gabriel's fantastic point, he shuts up.
Pig Cubed would like to speak.
Do you believe you?
My lords, as intermediary, I believe that it is pertinent that I too will weigh in on the prejudicial statement of my saving of Lord Zig. It is without recount and in due discourse that his slave master tendencies to have warped my mind and placated my decision-making capacities have led to me to protect him from the dutifully and rightful application of the lemure status and the attached suffering that must go with it. Lord Zig, by this estimation of the intermediary, has shown himself to be deserving of the lemure status. Pig Cubed votes to rescind her protection.
The lady herself has voted.
Can I roll an insight against my own slave on that?
Sure.
Can I get advantage because I have...
Sure.
There you go. What?
Okay.
Fuck you. Fuck. Hey, guys. This is me, the player, talking right now. Who wants to use that inspiration for me, please?
I have something fun.
Kill him.
Don't do your reverse inspiration. Don't do it.
Give me your inspiration.
It's
If I give you inspiration,
I love.
Oh, so I got a minus 3.
Okay.
give me your inspiration. If I give you my inspiration, I want everybody else to vote for to make sure Zig stays a lemure forever. Vote Zig for lemure next time.
What the hell?
So
I'm not doing that.
So if we continue on to this vote, do we vote Zig? So you get to vote Zig at fault, or Zig not at fault?
Do we vote in
Okay,
favor of
you guys ready?
Zig, or do we vote for
So are you in favor of Zig being most fiendish, or not in favor of Zig being most fiendish? And we have the vote here. So, so just put it in embedded. Get ready. Do you have it? 3, 2, 1. Post. Okay, you guys are.
What are you voting for?
You didn't give us a chance to put it.
Okay, apologies. We will tally the votes. It's not looking good right now.
We have 9 votes
So
against.
this is. So he has more than. So he has 110% preponderance to not be it because Pig, you voted against it too. So you get an instant minus 5% to your next allotment. That will be split amongst the party. You are stripped of your title of most fiendish, and Pig Cube must pick another.
Can we give it a day for this? Claus.
Yes.
Pig Cubed.
Is it possible for me to wait a singular day, my lords? The decision is difficult.
Given all the conflict over it, I think this pertinent, but I am not the Pit Fiend.
What say you, Pit Fiend?
You can have 1 hour.
She will not.
We need to get to the wall.
Thank you, my lord. I will take 1 hour to think upon this decision. Okay. Siege, please check your DMs. Thank you.
I already saw it. Yep.
Okay. Pig will approach ThroatThief and will have a discussion.
Yes, Big Cubed.
Where is ThroatThief?
I'm so fucking salty right now.
Oh, crazy. It's like the most demonic thing is democracy. That's crazy.
It's so sick
Yeah,
that Zig
actually-
the Devil brings it up as well.
You're actually so wrecked monetarily, bro. You're so broke.
How much did I
Bro.
get? 413?
Yeah,
Dude, okay, so I'll just say it for chat, right? Dig has got 4,666 gold pieces. Gabriel has 4,734. ThroatThief has 4,490. Scat has 3,821. Swar has 4,542. And Zig has 440. It's like an order of magnitude lower than anything else.
Oh. This is fucking prejudice against demons, bro. I'm telling you, dude. I'm the only one. I'm the only
You
one.
actually. So you
That's
in
it. I'm
in the,
starting a fucking movement. Oh,
in the
DLM.
in the contract you can use this money to buy back your, because you have the reward right to slaves, but you don't have enough money to even enact that. So we can be ourselves and just take all the slaves from you. We can actually even take your character.
You can't see me because my face is in darkness, but I'm fucking scowling right now.
Pig Cubed will take a seat next to ThroatThief and will say, "My lady, I wish to speak with you about my upcoming decision.
Of course.
I
You
have
speak freely here.
I have found you to be the more politically motivated out of my fellow lords. While all of them procure darkness and are a representation of the might of Babylon, I must speak earnestly. Their leadership is, well, it is focused. As of right now, we are to go to war soon. But I must voice my concerns that all the work that we have done thus far may fall into ruin without proper administration. Therefore, my lady, I would like to humbly request a singular aidful service. I do not denote myself as higher than any of you, but there is a certain mortality to my viewpoint that you may miss due to your superior existence. One that may be useful when handling things that are beneath you. Therefore, I would like to humbly request the following trade. I believe you to be the most fiendish out of all of them. Truly, your words are like venom, precise, pristine, effective. And as you stated in your own explanation, it is by your word and your mind that we have availed not to ruin, and we have had any semblance of success in the political sphere. My fellow lords are powerful, but they are not as potent as you. By what little vote and power I have, I would like to name you most fiendish. In exchange, when the vote of the next pit fiend should come, I would like my name to be put forward.
Wish to throw your name against, well, I would say powerful fiends, but
To
it
understand
is tempting.
my point, my lady, I seek the lordship of Pit Fiend not because I enact it with tyrannical power, no, at least not any more than is expected of me, but more so that there will be a neutral voice. I listen to each of you. I believe it is necessary for the continuation of the organization.
It's intriguing. And I must admit, you put forth a convincing argument yourself. The only reason I'm hesitating to commit to it is knowing that, well, as you said by your own admission, you are human. Mortal.
You are correct, my lady.
Mortality does give you an edge over us. So go ahead.
She would never interrupt you, so that's like a delay of discord there. But she will continue it once you've given her a lull in the conversation. She would say, "You are of course precisely correct, my lady, that my mortality is something to be concerned of at the leadership role. But I also think that my weakness is my strength. It is by the fact that I am mortal to means that if I should act incompetently, I am easily removed. And yet, should I perform competently, then that means that you have an individual who is not averred by such abilities and powers that may affect you negatively. For the very thing that gives you strength makes you vulnerable as well, my lady. Besides, no one would ever suspect that a leader amongst fiends would be mortal.
It's quite well put together. But you have to realize this most fiendish part, from my understanding, seems quite trivial, I'll say. Although it would be for a good benefit, and I use the term good loosely. I'd have to ask for an extra concession whenever it comes to putting your name forward for Pit Fiend.
Of course.
If at any point I ask for a day of your company, you are to be my slave for a day.
She will smile. It is something I am used to. Perhaps you'll be a far more competent hand with the whip than my previous master. He is weak in wrist, after all.
I'm not.
He is a man after all.
Indeed.
I'm 16.
Crazy. Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Holy shit.
Whoa. We are having girl talk right now.
Yes.
You know, I do have a
Do we have an
question.
agreement?
Oh, yes, we have an agreement, my lady. I do have one curious question. Do you think there is something impotent about Lord Zig? Not once during my enslavement did he ever attempt to... You know what I mean.
He did not?
Not even once. In fact, it almost seemed as if he was afraid of it. Sometimes I would catch him leering at my frame, and then he would look away, abashed and ashamed. I did not think that demons were capable of having shame. Perhaps this time as Lemure will serve him well. Such weakness is unaffordable in the lords, I believe.
I would agree with that. After all, there is no shame in weakness, only in its denial. That is something he should be ashamed of.
He denies much.
At the risk of seeming quite flirtatious, your frame is enviable.
She will smile and she will say...
And we'll just give an eyebrow.
She will smile and then she will say, well, I look forward to the day we will spend together.
You may not, exactly. It won't be pleasurable. There'll be work. They'll be put to use.
As you wish, my lady.
Okay, then. By arrangement, I hereby pledge to vote for you as Pit Fiend for our next... whatever this is. Overcomplicated, yes, but...
I thank you,
necessary.
I shall now go forth and render my decision. Okay.
Very well.
Here we go. All right. Pig will return to the others. Approximately 30 minutes or so.
Crazy, this all came from Dig using the simping clause. Fucking insane.
Such a devil move as well.
I got slaveholdered. A slave cuckolded. If this isn't prejudice against demons, I don't know what else. Not even like,
no. You tried to turn a slave into a housewife, bro. It don't work like that. She's for the shackles, bro. She's for the shackles.
Oh my God.
She's for the shackles.
I make one joke, one bit.
Pig Cubed will stand before the lords, and then will address the Pit Fiend. My lord, I am prepared to render my judgment.
Very good. Who is it then?
Okay, wait, hang on. Before you do this,
Yeah.
While they went over there,
Sure.
Zig has been stewing, in not wallow anger, just pure fury. That his slave would do this. He thought he was being nice, lenient, trying to get like a good quality slave out of it, trying something new, really. Not he wouldn't know any of that, so I can't say anything about that. But just with his slave, basically throwing him to the Lemure pit to the dogs.
Yes.
Can I try to like fucking? It's not gonna work. Can I try the absolute deathest of death stares, the meanest of mean mugs I could summon, and try and intimidate her, just a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah. And I know some fucking little bitch over there, fucking Silver. Oh, sorry, ThroatThief. My bad. Yeah, 13. Yeah.
Zig will as Zig mean mugs ThroatThief. Her eyes will meet his, and for the first time, she will drop the facade that she has held this entire time. For what you thought was a bashful, ready-to-please slave of whose mind you have broken, you will instead see the member of the Abacus Adventurer Guild, whose hatred for you, for enslaving her and taking her from her home, will finally find justice. She maintains your eye, and does not drop it, as she speaks unto Swar. I name ThroatThief as most fiendish.
Very well. So, prepare for the wall. We will teleport in the middle of the night when they are not expecting us. Dig. Please tell us where we need to attack. At least have it ready. That's all.
Two matters of business I just would like to attend to before the wall. Firstly, I believe an adequate Lemure's lament to Zig's consistent failings is a mirror to his actions of monogamy with Pig. Him and the Pig Cubed herself should join all till the next denouement. Gabriel's harem. Both Sping and Pig Cubed should be part of Gabriel's harem until the next denouement, so he knows what it's like, how fiends truly treat their lovers.
Pig Cubed will smile and will bow, accepting this concourse. Sping's face is great right now.
No, hang on. Because me as a player is thinking of some devious fucking shit for fucking revenge. How to get away with murder? Okay, Australia edition. I'm thinking of everything right now.
Sping's face. I want chat to know Sping's face. He had a shave recently, so he's got like a bomber.
He's got the Shane Gillis mustache.
Yeah, he's got
the Shane Gillis mustache.
Yeah, he's got the mustache.
Yeah.
He's in the darkness, just like slowly giving in to the voices.
Okay, hang on, real quick. How does a harem work? Does the leader of the harem, does everybody answer to them? And there's no what is it? There's no there's nothing in between the other members of the harem.
There is stuff between the other members of the harem. It's really up to Gabriel and how he'd like to run things. I'm kind of passing off that to him. You guys can RP amongst.
All right.
Oh my god.
I don't. Okay. Oh, before you go, after. Hang on. I'm not the fucking Lemure right now. Hang on. This is Sping talking.
You kind of are.
Hang on. Hang on.
All right, Sping, continue your above table talk.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, hang on. Okay. Right after Big Cube does their bow, does she at all look back at me?
Oh no.
Fucking cunt. All right. Why am I? I'm actually getting fucking heated, cunt. Can I? I don't know. This is impossible. Can I just produce like a menacing aura like behind her? Like, I don't know. Just to let her know that I have not fucking forgotten this.
She will smile while
and
she's bowing. She hopes you don't.
Oh my god. Hey guys. What is Pig Cubed? Honestly, does it go against the any fucking like contract or anything to like start killing things right now? Like, I've thought about it long and hard right now. Does it go against any contract to kill her right here, right now?
You kill her.
Anything against the contract?
So I did not clarify killing the intermediary in the contract, but so I kind of had this write-in called Babylonian law, right? So I said the intermediary sort of decided stuff by Babylonian law, or like the laws that are stated in the. So at the top of the contract it says, this format follows the volume. XIX of modern formal foundations of hellish dealings, or with demons and other fiends, under the chapter bartering with your battalion. So this is kind of like a write-in for like whatever Arcadum believes Babylonian law to be, particularly that style of Babylonian law. That is what will apply here. So there's nothing specific in the contract, but there might be something in bigger Babylonian law that states this. Only Arcadum can answer this.
So in regards to how Babylonian law would look at this, while she is not a fiend, because she has voting power of any kind, that means that she is protected by the same stipulations that the contract would. Now, what does the contract say about protecting fiends from interfighting?
Oh yeah, it does. It does. It has a whole section on this. So let me get to that. So this is referendum courtier civility, section B7, I think it is. The insurgency is an official mercenary coterie under Babylonian law. This means certain rights are given to the members that vote. Clauses clauses directions from locally higher ranking fiends, and internal mandates cannot encroach on. This includes, but is not limited to, so the following 5 bullet points. The fiend maintains its autonomy under direction. They may be punished for endangering the insurgency or mission, for not following, but are not strictly dominated once a course of action is commanded. This means that, like, when you are told to do something, it's not by, like, enchantment magic. It's just by your choice. No command may expect a fiend to do immediate harm to themselves without proper recourse or reasoning. Asking the creature to stab itself without blood magic, a deceptive trick or other means being employed, banish itself without... Oh, so when you get banished without reprieve, okay, this doesn't do that. So you can't do long-term harm unto them. Punishments may be inflicted by other fiends onto her. So you can definitely harm her. You cannot kill her. That's what this says.
And therefore, because of this statement, Pig Cubed would also produce the following information as well, should you attempt to do so. She would argue that although she is not a fiend, by the practitioner of the contract and devil impundent, Scat has assuaded to her voting power by accepting the parameters of the use of the clauses of the contract. So by Scat's referendum, she is legally a fiend in accordance with the contract. This is even more so that she is actually a part of the religion of Babylon and the subsequent cult, meaning that she has been granted the holy strength of Babylon as a cleric of his clergy. So while this contract may not specifically protect her from that, she is protected by her faith in Babylon. For as long as she maintains his favor, actions against her would be considered unlawful, which is paramount to the purview of Babylon's continued bureaucratic strength and hold. And then finally, should you kill Pigged Cubed, she has protected herself by ensuring that the cult will disperse. Everything you've worked for will be lost, including your hold over Saphira, as she is also the lady in the golden mask. Pig Cubed has made herself too valuable to kill. Or at least she believes so. Your move, fuckboy. Oh, and one more thing, and I think this is important.
Yeah.
Because she is denoted as a fiend, she is not denoted with any sort of rank. And while that's not clarified, there is one thing that is clarified from what I remember reading in the contract. The Lemure is always the lowest ranking fiend, which means you are lower rank than she is, by definition.
Bro, that's crazy work.
So while you are both in the harem, any haremic duties that Gabriel puts off on her will of course be immediately assigned to you as the Lemure.
I think.
Does that also mean that
can I
in
do
the
a-
damages clause? Does that also mean in the damages clause, attacking another insurgent? Attacker loses 2 of their allotment and cost percentage, and the loser of the conflict gives the winner 4. Would that apply to it? Because I would
If
wager
he
you
does-
beating her would count as an attack.
Yeah, if
Unless
you
agreed
attack
upon
her.
in a dual formal setting.
Yeah, if you attack her.
So far in debt.
So if you attack her, you can harm her, you can attack her, but it'll just put you in debt.
What happened?
Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Like
I'm-
maybe hitting this person is worth this much money to you.
Is there any like reality where I go so far in debt that I just cease to exist? It's like,
No, that's not true. You just go into debt into the party. So the way it's stated,
Okay.
right? If you attack her by the contract, so you're allowed to harm her, not kill her. If you attack her, you lose 2% of your allotment, but the loser of the conflict gives the winner 4. So if you just keep beating her and keep winning, she will be in debt to you again, I guess.
wait a second.
So if you read the contract, it says if you attack another insurgent, the cost in your allotment, you lose 2. Okay, you lose 2% of your allotment, but the loser of the conflict has to give the winner 4%. So if you attack somebody else, you will lose 2, but if you win, you will gain 4.
Is there?
So I mean,
Yo,
you
when
would
I
have
wrote this, I was demonic. I was demonic. Every inch of this is so evil, bro.
And we're in full roleplay right now. This is great.
I know.
Okay. This is so demonic, bro.
Oh fuck. Real quick. Are you Arcadum? Would you
Yeah.
be willing to see if would you be allowed willing to accept this? Originally I did have I was thinking about Zig just being like he's a slave master, but he's also a little bit of a sub. Right? That was the idea I had with it, but if that
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Is that allowed? Like, or are fucking like Calavacus demons like Dom through and through? Like,
Well,
no
I mean,
room?
your personality is your personality. If you're a sub, you're a sub. Fine.
All right. Okay. All right. He's a little bit okay. He's angry that he got fucking like the runaround. All right, but I mean, come on,
Yeah. You kind of like it a little bit. You like that a strong lady is stepping on you now.
a little bit.
Well, all right then.
I like a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. I mean, is
So-
this thinking like, oh wait, is this what they call switch? Oh shit. Okay.
Like, the Zig's
Also-
continuous sexual confusion is very hilarious for me.
like.
All right, go ahead, Zahaab. Sorry.
Okay, just one last thing. So 2 things I wanted to do. That's my recommendation for the Lemure's Lament. Make them both part of Gabriel's harem. So the last thing is you have your Pit Fiend's privilege. So across your time as Pit Fiend, you can make one rule that can be applied or added onto the contract. And this failure to comply with this rule is a negative 2% allotment penalty. So there you go.
He's going to save that in case it becomes useful.
Could
Okay,
I
cool.
could I interject and say, or could I also like, can I like make a suggestion on what my lament should be, or is that not allowed?
Pig Cube will rescind herself from her bowing state, and then will look towards Gabriel. My Lord Gabriel, the Lemure wishes for a different lament.
Yeah, can I suggest
He
one?
wishes for a different lament.
You know
If he
what?
wishes for a
Could I-
different lament, he must
Yeah.
beat you in ritual combat, which I doubt he can do.
Me
You
too.
seem quite strong.
Huh? After beating her in
For the
combat?
Lemure to earn a different lament, he must beat you, Pig Cubed, in ritual combat, which I doubt he can do without spells, of course.
Make an
Are
insight
you-
check.
Are you setting it up, bro? Come on, give me that lob, bro. Please.
Insight check, insight check.
You get
What's
the
the
feeling
insight?
that Pig Cubed is not confident that she could defeat Zig in actual combat. Therefore, she will counter with saying, if I may, my Lord Gabriel, ritual combat is, of course, fine. Might I propose a different means to decide this battle? Perhaps a battle of wits?
He would lose.
Hey, Cubed, you going up against an unarmed man in the Battle of Wits is just despicable. I love it.
That would be.
Zig is just in the corner, like off in the background with his hand up. If I may,
Which would be-
guys. Could I just serve under? Could I just serve under Pig Cubed
No,
as a little sex
we
skimp?
could do both. We could do both. Battle of Wits, the Battle of Raw
Pit
Combat,
Fiend,
and
Pit
after the
Fiend.
two of them.
Time has gone by. Can you please arbitrate?
My suggestion is there.
Yes,
I know
wow.
you guys heard it.
So, what do you wish as the new Pit Fiend? How must they get rid of this issue? Suggest that we tie Zig's hands behind his back.
Is Nob there?
Guys.
I think Nob's having
Oh,
mic
no,
problems.
Did I answer?
Yeah, we didn't hear you. We didn't hear
What
you.
I was
you're
muted?
not. No,
Oh,
we didn't hear you. We didn't hear you.
I do not care about this matter. Therefore, I will give all my power in this matter to Dig.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Yes.
Fiend.
All right.
Application.
All right, the Pig Cubed will turn to Dig. My Lord Dig, what is your decree?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Dig. I will give you 2 favors if you make me serve under Pig Cubed right now.
2 favors. Yeah, sure, whatever.
Oh my god.
Okay.
All right.
That's
All right,
that.
choose
Okay,
resolve.
looking set. Do you guys do? Let's go to the wall, guys. Let's do. So we have like. Let's finish the level up and go to the
Yeah,
wall.
let's do our
Holy
level ups.
fuck.
Let's
Yep.
do the level ups,
All right.
and then we'll go to the wall. What a fucking session, dude.
Yeah.
This has been great.
All right. Okay. Just before I'm a Lemure. My best and basically only quality slave was planning against me the entire time. And has turned. I made the best weapon against me. If anything. But now Zig has decided to be a sex skimp for Pig Cubed as my lament. And Dig has agreed so. I just want that out there. Dig has agreed to it. Because Swar gave him the power.
God.
So be it. If that is
There
the
we
Pit
go.
Lord's command. Sexual pleasing device. She will look towards Zig.
Yeah.
My first command before we head to the wall is you will serve in the harem of Gabriel to whatever he wishes.
You can't do that.
Yes, I can.
Oh, please. Okay. Wait, you can't do that, man.
Back
You
in.
can't do that. Listen, I know I killed your comrades. I know I enslaved you and tortured you for a bit, but it's really because I'm really,
She pulls out an abacus, and you hear the clicking of stones as she watches you wilt.
I'm just really, what is it? Not sexually confident in being, my dominant counterpart with slaving.
She will hand you
I'm
a
really-
ball gag.
Hang on.
See, that's more like it. See, this is more up to my speed.
She will then look towards the pit fiend. We are ready, sir.
Okay. Oh fuck! For the rest of the okay, for the rest of the session, I'm doing this.
Okay, we ready to go, guys?
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you have a...
Hey, let's
Dude,
level
for
up,
those of you
and
in
I want to get
chat,
some
for those of
level
you-
up spells.
It's just
For-
an
for those of
iPhone
you-
charging block.
For those of you in chat, he actually put a ball gag in his mouth.
It's not
just
a
had
ball
one on
gag.
his
I just
desk.
grabbed like the
Yeah,
nearest
yeah,
It's
object
weird
I
that he
could-
would just have that so readily available at his desk.
Guys.
Yeah, it's because he's ready for this moment. Character
No.
actor.
What? Method acting is what you're trying to look up, but okay, whatever, man.
That's some big
All right,
talk
level
for a
up.
Lemur.
Guys, quick.
Huh?
Quick level up, quick level-
Hey man, this is me.
Quick level up to the
Sping,
wall.
Sping shit.
Please.
What's up, Zahaab?
Quick level up to the wall, guys. Come on,
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Speed up, running up there.
Wall time.
All right. Let me go to you guys here. Players.
What if I want to get spells? How do I
All
sort
right,
that
we're
out?
gonna start with you, Dig. All right, Dig. Roll me 1d6, minimum 4.
How do you type that again?
/ roll space 1d6 min 4. There you go. All right, at this level, you gain Pillar of Prowess. Would you like to explain to the good people what that does?
Let me find it. Okay. Pillars of Power, you can add your strength and dex modifier to mental saving throws. You may add your intelligence modifier to your physical saving throws.
Yep, so you gain a +6 to your mentals and a +4 to your physicals.
+6.
Huge.
It's a pretty big buff this level.
Okay.
Also, you gain a feat. A roll feat. So you can choose either a feat from the rolls or a feat from fighter or wizard.
Will we have downtime after this?
No, you're about to go to battle.
We attack at the night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have like 12 hours of downtime, and then it's midnight and we teleport.
I'm gonna have to choose something else.
Oh, what did you want to choose? Like, what was the the crafting feat?
Yeah.
You can choose a crafting feat. It has other uses, and you'll have a chance to make something.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Give it an old think. All right. Dig is done. Down there. Okay. Next up is Gabriel. All right, Gabriel, you gain the next level. Roll me 1d8 min 5.
Wow.
All right. You gain improved channel and shadow tax. Would you like to tell the good people what that does?
Shadow tax. Give me a second to pull up the proof channel. Magic. Improved channel. I believe lets you channel in combat as an action. You cannot use this ability more than once in a combat. Shadow attacks.
What are you talking
As an
about?
action, select an enemy. Yet that enemy has disadvantage against spells you cast, but are controlled by an ally. If the enemy should fail to save versus the spell, you gain temporary hit points equal to your character level. This stacks with other forms of temporary hit points, but not itself. If you're benefiting from him, the ally who gains the spell also gains temporary hit points. Cool.
All right, good stuff. Next up is Scat.
To do the min part, I just type out the word min, right?
Yep, just MIN.
Yep.
Boom. So +4. Okay. For my level up as a wizard, I forgot to go over this level 8. We're level 9 now, by the way, but I forgot to go over level 8. I get Matrix of Magic. Whenever you would cast a spell, if that spell did not cost you an action this turn to cast, you may cast a cantrip as a triggered action. It's really good for Cypher Scroll stuff. Also, at level, I didn't take my feat at level 8, my class feat at level 8. So instead, now I'm picking up School Adept Necromancy from the Wizard School. So this lets me use, lets me have the Necromancy School choice. So now I have Conjuration and Necromancy, which is nice. And it's empowered even if I'm not at a 10 exposure, though I'm at 10 all the time. And level 9, I get 2 cool things. Firstly, from being spellcast, I get improved channel, so I can channel as an action. And from my Cypher Scroll, I get Fractal Drift as an action. You may activate any number of set spells in the order you choose. This does not count as an action for the use of your Matrix of Magic ability, which is cool. It's cool. I can do new fun combos. That is all.
Alrighty, thank you. Up next is ThroatThief. Roll 1d6 min 4, please. 4 it is. This level you gain Shallow Belief. Explain to the good people what that does.
As an action, I can target an enemy that I can see that has failed against the level 6 ability Behold, Broken and Bowed. That creature must make a Wisdom saving throw of DC 10 plus my character level, currently 19. If that creature fails, they are stunned until they make the save at the end of their turn. For each round at the start of that creature's turn, if it is still stunned, I gain a point of Power Overwhelming.
All done. Moving you down. Next up is Zig. Alrighty, Zig.
All right.
Make me a 1d6 min 4, please. 6 it is. This level, you gain Doom Scour and Improved Channel. Would you like to explain what Doom Scour does to the good people?
Doom Scour is... Oh, just checking to see if I was muted. Whenever an enemy would fail a saving throw against a leveled spell I hardcast, that enemy has a disadvantage on the next saving throw, attack roll, skill check, and damage roll they would make. And I also get improved channel, so I can use my channel ability in combat as an action as well.
Very goog.
Oh yeah, and my proficiency bonus goes to +4, but that's normal D&D.
Indeed. Alright, Swar, at this level you gain... 1d12 min 7, please.
Ooh.
At this level you gain Serrated Anger. Would you like to explain to the good people what that does?
So, whenever I am in trance, my critical threshold for my unarmed strikes is lowered by half of my current focus. Very nice.
Okay. Adjust your HP.
I'm a beefy boy.
Big boy. Alright, everyone looks like you are leveled. Alright. And are you ready to move towards the wall? Or are you going to choose your feet first, Dig?
Oh yeah. Can I choose? Implement mastery?
Yeah. And implement mastery also applies to your weapon. To your Tome of War.
Yeah. Okay.
Very cool. Alright, looks like everybody's locked in. Feels good. Alright, let's do this. Are you ready to move to the wall? Or more importantly, to the area where the Titan is supposed to be launched, and then to the wall.
Spells first or no?
You have 12 hours, which means you can get up to 12 spell levels of spells learned.
Alright, don't give me 1 second to pick that shit then. Okay. Should I write it down or just say it verbally?
Write it down, and then add it to your sheet.
Right down. Cool.
Speaking of which,
I will also do that.
Love these.
does it have it recorded as current configuration for the wall?
Yeah, Scat finishes off the spells scrolls he's been preparing, and he gets a few more because he leveled up.
You guys should be.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it, everyone.
Also, can we spend some money on some diamonds before we go?
Sure. What would you like to spend that on?
Oh, 1 second. Let me just make sure we have the correct size diamond.
What do you plan on using it for?
This I just need some enough rare oils and engines worth at least 1,000 gold pieces for the reincarnate spell.
Does it even work on us? I don't know.
It probably doesn't actually. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
But it might be nice just.
Might work on the others at the very least, but it wouldn't work on me because of class feature. I can't be reincarnated.
We are fiends. We can't be
Well,
resurrected either. So
you guys
But
can.
other people.
I mean, yeah, you could use it on other
We
people
might come across other people.
if you want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. But
Yeah, I think reincarnate as like as a threat is kind of cool from a fiendish perspective.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So when you come across somebody who's really like egotistical about their stuff, we can kind of threaten them with it. Like, I'm going to kill you and reincarnate you as a dwarf. That's fucked up.
Imagine.
You tell them, yeah, they hate dwarves, so you reincarnate them as a dwarf. Yeah.
Or you come across a druid, turn them into a halfling.
Oh, well, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While we're here, should we get some potions for the wall?
Yes.
I think we have a lot of potions now.
Yeah, we have a lot of
I think we should get some potions. How much are potions of speed?
750 at base.
Okay, I'm gonna get 3 of those. Okay, 3 potions of speed.
With all of your applied things.
Cool.
All right, and those are the spells I was going to grab. Right, that's 11 total levels, so 11 hours, right?
Yeah, those are fine.
Okay.
It's 100 gold pieces per spell level, so make sure you have the money for that, Lemire.
Okay, the 400 and however many I got, what, 440? 414.
Yeah.
I still had left. I'm 99% sure I'd left enough leftover gold for that. So,
I mean,
is
is it on your
if you want, for me,
hey, listen, man, I don't put anything on my sheet, bro.
so I can scroll up and tell you what your goal used to, what you got from the last allotment. One thing I should mention is for me it's 50 gold per spell level because I have all the necessary stuff. I can give you 60 gold per spell level if you're okay with that. So I get a little off the top.
Pig Cubed would like to approach Zig.
Yeah, yes, Madam Pig Cubed.
Yeah, check your DMs. Everyone else continue. I'm just going to be typing something to
Yeah,
Sping.
you also Sping. Last time you got like 10,000 gold. So you should be all right for this.
Okay.
I don't know how much of that you spent.
The army, I guess.
Yeah, you did, but you have some.
All right. You said it was like 100 base for each level, right?
Yeah. 100 gold pieces per spell level.
All right,
Also, in notes, there is 8 level 1 potions remaining and 2 level 2 potions. Choose.
Why did I type it out like that, bro? I'm so fucking stupid. That's 11. That's 11. It's 1,100. What's wrong with me? Fucking hell. I'll write out 200, 500, 400. Come on. Fucking idiot.
I'm all prepped. Move myself here.
Is there anywhere in the city where I could buy potions? Because I don't have them technically.
Well, it's party resource, so you can. There's at least 6 remaining level 1 and 1 level 2 remaining.
Shit.
So you can just take those.
And those would
If
be
you want to
applied to
make-
spells that we would have.
Spells or
probably
normal
use
healing
stuff.
potion. Doesn't have to be a spell, but it can be like spell effect or normal healing, tier 1 healing, or tier 2 healing.
We'll need to take the. What was it? 2. Yeah, would it be okay if I take the 2 level 2 healing potions for healing? Or one
You
of
would
the
have to-
level 1 potions and 2 of the level 1?
I think Zahaab to one of the 2 level 2, and then yeah, we have 6 more level 1 and 1 level 2. You can take as much as you first come, first serve, basically.
Okay, that's the thing. What are the values for those? As in, how much healing?
We have them. It's just the normal healing potion is tier 1 and greater healing is tier 2.
Okay, I'll add those to my
If
inventory
you want
then.
healing.
Yeah, I'll need them because I don't have anything else to heal myself with.
Okay. How much is Oil of Filth with our benefits?
How many what? What'd you say?
Oil of Filth. Oil of Filth. Like the ones that give profane. The oil that gives profane. How much is that?
That'd be like 300 market value, I think.
Okay, I'll get 3 of those as well. 3 oils. Great. Where's Steel and Strike on the thing? It's not an SRD.
All right. Is everybody getting their last bits together here?
Yeah. Okay. Where's this step? 4, 5, 2.
So before we go, Scat does give a scroll of infernal cooling to Dig and ThroatThief.
Oh, what?
Infernal cooling. It's like a summoning spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if we want, I can activate it, mine, with either one of you, and we'll summon 3 creatures, and this should make Corrupted Ground, which is good for us, so it's nice. Yo,
Okay,
guys.
Is everybody ready? Has everybody got what they want?
I'm good.
Yes.
All ready to move on to the next
Okay,
bit?
well looked in.
Okay.
Yes, please.
All right. I will now conjure your true forms. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Are you using patience to teleport?
How much patience would that take?
3.
I think.
Would that leave us with enough to still summon the stuff? Summon, like, do
that's
the
already
Colossus?
been allotted. I already deducted the patience.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah,
fantastic.
Okay.
That's where we'll look cut it from. Okay, cool. I'm done. If anybody else is against that, that's fine, but it's okay. Did we get any? Did we get any patience for getting pig cubed into the council?
That yes, but just not immediately, as she still needs to establish useful things from that.
All right. Okay, I sent you my response.
Okay. Let's do this. Okay, transfer you guys as you are teleported to the Titan launch.
A what? A Titan launch?
Yeah, where you launch the Titan from. You
Is it
know,
like a cannon?
What do you mean? Is it like a cannon?
I'm fucking with you.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
We're launching the Titan project. You know, yeah. I get what we're going. The Titan.
This sounds like something from XCOM.
Hey. What was that, Zahaab?
Sounds like something from XCOM. The Titan project.
Ooh.
It actually
You
does.
fuck with XCOM?
I fuck with that. I fuck with XCOM heavy, bro. XCOM.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
Better not be one of those degenerates that look up that NSFW stuff about the XCOM creatures.
Does it exist? I've never seen this.
I unfortunately am aware that it exists, as has been shoved in my face before.
Yeah, of course it exists.
Oh, oh my god, have you guys seen the schlong on the Thin Man? Crazy. I always thought XCOM 2 was such a good play on XCOM 1. Like, if you actually lost, the aliens took over. It was actually so genius.
It's good in concept. It's just
Don't be
very
shitting on
difficult game.
XCOM. Oh, okay. there you go.
XCOM 2 is really good. XCOM 2 is very good. It's just a very difficult game. Like,
Yeah,
if you
for a
don't get
fucking
up to speed, you're just
idiot.
fucked.
For an idiot like you.
I mean, you gotta spam grenades and shit by the end, but it's just like,
Oh, Leo.
I don't like clicking.
Oh, Leo.
Oh, Leo.
There's a reason why Long War.
If you have a good sword guy, yeah, if you have a sword guy, I think it becomes very easy. If you just have him with all the
Yeah.
proper upgrades.
I play Long War for my first playthrough, so I'm like literally
Alright,
like
here
not
we go.
smart. But yeah,
Get your game face on, baby.
game phase.
Oh, Pit Fiend, we're not in Kansas anymore.
As the teleportation fades around you, you will find yourselves in what could only be described as a very deep hole. Above you, you will see the shining of light from the sun, the passing of clouds, and around that, within the hole, there are pipes and other such infrastructure, and there is an enormous mound of flesh in the center of this hole. It is huge, to say the least. And this is where you guys are and what you see. Transferring map. Let me know when you are loaded.
I'm in.
Ooh. Ah.
Nice.
Is there someone sleeping? in...
I apologize.
That's alright. I thought it was like you breathing as you were talking. I was going like, how the fuck is he? How is he making that noise while talking at the same time?
No.
I was about to congratulate you.
Yeah, that's my. Yeah, Discord doesn't have a noise suppression option for the hose. So.
I actually thought my suppression was sufficient. I'm sorry, everyone.
It's
No,
okay.
it's alright. It's alright. I was actually concerned about the health for a second. I thought something was wrong with your lungs.
All right.
You want to talk, Sping? Look at yourself.
Oi.
All right. As the energy fades around your teleportation, you will see this. As the energy from the magic can upends itself, you will see not the apprentice, but rather a mechanical representation of him. Some kind of simulacrum will turn and will address you. Greetings. It is good to see you. I had hoped that you would attend to this occasion. I unfortunately cannot attest in person. I am currently dealing with an infestation. I have provided what notes that we have shared. It is my hope that you can finish the project on my behalf. Creature will gesture towards a desk of stacked parchments and scrolls, alchemical calculations, and further projections. As you can see, it gestures for you to stand beside it, Swar.
It will go beside.
As you can see, preliminary work has already been accomplished. The flesh that you have provided has given ample sustenance for the creature. I have taken the liberty of infusing it with metallic augmentations to ensure its stability and sturdiness. It does, however, require the enactions of soul energy. A very delicate and difficult action to perform. Had I had the time and the focus, I would provide this service for you. I understand that our contract denotes that I would be finishing the vessel. Unfortunately, an emergency has arrived, as forementioned. Therefore, out of respect, I shall allow you to finish it on our behalf, and even permit you to control it for a small amount of time.
Very well.
Very good. If you look here, as the creature begins to point out, I have made the calculations required in order to make its final stages of launch. You must provide the golemic heart with an appropriate amount of soul energy. You must forge the alchemical seals, finishing them so that the energy is kept inside. And then you must use this, as it gestures towards a large contraption with tubes and prongs going into the creature, in order to start the golemic heart. I have supplied a sufficient amount of mana and lightning. However, it may need additional surges. I will leave it to your... The apprentice will stop. The apprentice will open its mouth as if to continue. And then you will hear its voice call out, "We will stop you!" The creature will close its mouth again. Apologies. It seems I am malfunctioning. I wish you luck. I hope you consider future business.
Confused, but he will not comment on it and proceed with the procedure.
Very good. I must attend to my infestation.
Very well.
Is the simulacrum just left then?
It powers down and becomes just a pile of metal.
Who wants to take the boy bot?
A bit.
Okay, guys, let's move on. Let's move.
No one wants
Calm
to
down,
play
Yeah, sorry about being sorry. I thought it was fiendish. I'm sorry.
Large amounts of
let's
lightning.
continue.
No, don't say boy bot. Twink bot.
Twink bot.
Wink. Okay, I think that's more accurate. Yeah. Okay, guys. Swar, lead. Come on.
Alright, Swar. If you want to attempt to finish the final adjustments required for the Flesh Titan's revival, I need you to make some alchemy checks. Also,
I'll assist you.
Also, the party has the capacity to increase the potency of the Flesh Titan by infusing it with an appropriate amount of soul energy. So the first thing we'll start is the installation of the golemic core, which is a straight alchemical check.
Before we do, Nob used his birthday 20 on the flesh golem creation. Is that in this part, or has it already been accounted for?
That is why it was already built.
Ah, okay.
Got it. Fair enough.
I see.
So it's straight rolls from here.
So we want to so we can adjust parts of it, given soul energy. Does this mean like soul coins?
Yes, you can spend soul coins, but first the golemic core must be properly installed.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So I of course levy my understanding of runes, sigils, and wards, and arcane writing of all kinds to Swar to assist him. In fact, I will cast comprehend languages to further my understanding of this other arcane practitioners' writings before we got there, to assist Swar as much as possible.
Yes. Working
Okay.
together with Scat, he will attempt to do this.
Go for it.
Oh boy.
Advantage. You had the help action, right?
Yes, you have advantage
for
from
sure.
help.
Okay.
Yeah, advantage.
Aha!
Okay.
That's
That's weird, but,
oof. That's
That,
oof. Oh boy.
that's a
Ooh.
difference.
Ooh, pulls at collar. Ooh. All right. As you press the golemic heart inside of the chest of the great creature, you will see it starts to thrum with magic. Now, you'll need to add how much energy you'd like to. So, how much soul energy would you like to put into this creature?
as Swar was doing that check, Scat will continuously correct him on the notation that he's writing, pointing out that like all the small nitpicky things that are wrong with his like alchemical stuff. Sort of teasing him about the thing he said earlier about the rest of us don't know about alchemy. It seems like you didn't know either.
He will not comment.
A lot of back sass coming from not the pit fiend.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay, I think we should just guess. I don't know if we'll have another thing to spend our soul tokens on, coins on. Also, we're not going to go to the Agamemnon thing. Also, we're not going to... I don't think we have enough coins for any of us to eat to update. So should we just toss all our soul coins in there?
Do we know if we can use too many at all, or?
Oh, yeah, I was about to ask that.
The only thing I can say that you know is that the more energy you use, the more difficult it will be to seal the alchemical seals. But should you be successful in doing so, the potency of the creature would be a lot.
So knowing what we know about soul coins and their value and their power, and knowing what we know about this instrument, can we gauge like what is a lot of soul coins and what is a little bit of soul coins? Like, can we gauge like what number amounts to what?
To create an artifact level, a creation of an item like a sword or something, it would take somewhere like 10 to 12 soul coins to give you a power designation.
Well, let's put like all of them in. Do 20.
Yeah, but if we can't seal, then it's bad news for us.
Why is it bad news for us?
There's a waste.
I think
Can at the very least.
This is Sping, not the Lemure talking. Oh, you know what? Oh, fuck it.
You're not allowed to do that, by the way. You're always a Lemure. As you walk around in your daily life, you're a Lemure until this fixes, bro.
Right. If the Lemure may speak in this moment.
Sure.
I think we should be able to do it with using all of our soul coins. With the previous pit fiend and the current pit fiend working in tandem with each other, with any rune writing and alchemical stuff. Plus, we've also got ThroatThief with her fate, like inspirational, the fate bending stuff that she does sometimes, and sometimes to buck me over, but she should be able to use it to you guys' advantage here.
Mm-hmm. So Dick has 2 inspirations.
There's also that.
Yes. One
Yeah.
artifact would be around 10, so 20 would make sense.
So what we can do with 3 soul coins, bro? Just toss in the last 3 as well. Then.
I think we have more. I think we have 23 as a party, and then we have some individual, I think.
Oh yeah, we split up the last ones.
Yeah. So I had
let
2
me go
already.
up.
So it would be
Yeah,
25 if I had them.
Okay. I had 6 before. I will put in my 6 too. So let's do 30. Let's do a nice cool 30. 30 soul coins.
And clarification, Arcadum, when you said artifact was around 10, do you mean like a sword and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
so,
like if you used like 10 to 12 of them, it would take to create a appropriately powerful weapon. To give you an idea.
Yeah. Then 30 is
But,
fine.
so like, so let's do 30, guys. Let's do 30. I think 30 is a good.
I do. Yeah. Can I do an Arcana check to see how powerful 30 is going to make it?
No, it is an alchemical challenge.
Alchemical.
Can I see? The 30 would be way too much.
I cannot answer that question.
That's the only thing I care about.
You do not know.
That's fine.
You are literally on the edge
Fuck
of
it.
alchemical
We ball.
knowledge. Yeah.
Fuck it, we ball.
So you have 30 soul coins then,
we
yes?
Yes.
All right. Swar takes 30 soul coins and places them into the golemic core. It begins to rapidly thrum. Energy courses through the mound of the Flesh Titan's flesh, causing it to begin to spasm and seizure. Until finally, the creature's body seems to adjust to the energy. Mana exhaust begins to pour out of the alchemical seals. Now it is up to you, Swar, to properly seal them, so that the creature may be able to maintain its condition.
I got my inspiration for you.
Do I have advantage? Or is this a normal roll?
This is an advanced alchemy check. If somebody would like
Yeah,
to
but
aid you, they can.
from
I'm trying to aid him, if that's okay.
Yeah, so you have advantage from that.
Same.
Very good.
Cool.
Here we go.
So as a party, we have like 4 points.
Oh, easy money. Didn't even need it.
A 19 and a 20.
Just to be sure, 43.
Life is easy.
Oh my god.
Wow. You actually did it. You have successfully met the DC 40 check.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, that changes
Cool.
a few things.
Let's go. Okay, cool.
Would the bardic inspiration have been accepted, by the way?
Yeah.
If we didn't hit a 20? Okay, good. Whew.
The roll was a 19, so it would have been 42 instead. We got
Holy
uber
shit.
lucky.
I was joking.
This is so
when I
much
said
better.
DC 50, bro.
That's pretty accurate almost.
Man, I need to think for a second, because you actually making that check means that now things are in my court, and I need to figure this out real quick.
You know, as a new pit fiend, and this is your first accomplishment as the new pit fiend, I think you've set yourself apart from the other pit fiends that we've had.
You know what they say, like the first 30 days the economy is the last guy, the guy in charge doesn't really have any choice onto what it is, you know what I mean? Like, it's not really his pit fiend actions that goes fuck. I should have waited to eat that soul and level us up. If only this contract didn't force me to consume that lady's soul.
Holy fuck, dude. Okay.
we win.
The comments about him being inept got to him, you know, so he had to one-up it.
Whoo-wee! Okay, I think I've determined what I'm gonna do here. God damn. Okay. 30. I got 30 of them. All right. We got time. Nob. Time to make some player decisions.
Oh boy.
So, with 30 souls, or 30 soul coins placed into it, you get to make some decisions. Each of those 30, represent 3 ability score points. So you have 90 ability score. Choose where you want to put
What?
it. And strength, dex, con, int, whiz, and charisma of the flesh titan. There are no bad choices. It'll help me design
Do I know?
abilities.
Damn.
Is
If you
there
want-
a
if you want some
base that I
research-
can have? Does it start off like a base score of like 5 in each, and then we build from there, or Swar builds
I
from there?
think 10 in
or
each would be
completely-
10
fine.
is 10 is each. 10 is average. No. You don't have to allot 10. It starts with 10 in each.
So it's 10 in each, then plus 90?
Plus 90. Yeah, plus 90, but he can allocate them to whichever ones he wants.
100 strength now.
You could do that.
No. Do I have any idea of what stat would be
Oh, hold on.
to maintain?
No. It starts at 0. That's right, because it's a fucking construct. Sorry. But still, yeah, you got 90 to the attribute bonus.
Okay. I think 10 on each is still kind of missed, I think.
10 on each. All right. So now you got 30 to do with what you want.
Yeah.
So
Do I have any idea what stat would be needed to maintain a head between all the souls messing up its brains and stuff?
I mean, it's really
Would it be
what you want
wisdom
it
or-
to be. The more, so how this works is that depending on what attributes you choose is what abilities I end up giving it when I design it as a boss encounter for another group.
Yeah.
Wait, did we make a world boss?
Yes.
Excellent.
Technically, you're designing the end game boss for another group. So
Hey!
Ah, sweet.
so have fun,
Okay.
kids.
So they can bring the TPK on us.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you should metagame and see what the other party is, and then build it according
It would
to the
not.
party. Oh,
Would not matter. So, what would be the stat to main? Is it stable enough on 10 to like? Do I know anything at all? I guess not.
And what do you mean by stable? Do you mean like
So,
not being
so when
insane
this was discussed,
or control?
keeping control of it. Yes, to keep control of it, it needed a certain strength or something.
10 is sufficient for it to be controlled. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What you're choosing is all upside. So whatever you want.
Got it.
You're choosing what kind of car I'm gonna run people over with.
But I think the issue one often faces, right, is just like Dex and Wisdom I would put high because those are important saving throws. We want the Strength and Con to be high. so the int and charisma, I would say I would dump those stats, but it's up to you, right? Like that's what I would do.
I
don't know.
Yes,
Dude, you can make a
I have.
smart plush titan, dude.
Yeah, so I have a proposal.
Also, the art is different depending on your choices too.
Yeah. So strength and con, I feel like has to be 20 each, right? I'm not locking it in, but like allocating for now.
Oh, okay. I'll wait till you lock it.
This is what I would do. I put it in embed.
Wisdom, charisma. What's the charisma? What would charisma be for like a giant? Do they interact or stuff, or is it? A construct?
So it would depict their abilities. So charisma would be like auras. Like if I gave it a fear aura.
Ah, okay.
You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Got it.
Yeah.
And wisdom would
zero.
int or wisdom be tactics?
Maybe something like this
Int.
actually.
Okay. Wisdom would just be a strong mind, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that's too many stats anyway. Zahaab. You have 20 feet.
Is it? 1 second, let me double check. Did I miscount?
It starts at score 0
Start
without
with 0.
modifier 0.
Oh yeah, I completely miscounted. Oh, okay, shit.
Yeah, it's
That's a lot.
60
That's a
for
lot.
10 and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It should be noted that this creature will have the traits of both an undead and a construct. So if you're worried about immunities and stuff, it'll have construct and undead immunity. Be right back, bathroom. Yeah. Also, we're getting close to time. I'll give you a little extra time to make your decisions, but, you know, you gotta wrap it up soon. Or you can take your time and decide later if you want. Fine, I'll be right back.
As some
people are good.
It's a construct and undead. Let me check something.
Do we want it to have decent tactics or not? That's a good question.
Tactics would be good, yeah.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
So as far as we care, we're going to be commanding it, right? Like.
Yeah, but we won't be there every time, right?
Nope.
We only care to use it to like take down the wall, right? And we'll be commanding it to do that.
Let's see. What are we doing? Let's see.
Yeah, but after that could be.
I'd say spice.
Right. So if it's going to have the attributes of undead and construct, we immediately have advantage because I think that would also give some conditional immunity, such as like being charmed.
Yeah. This is why I think you can dump like charisma a little bit. So this one that I posted is exactly 90, and I think this is why I would do.
Charisma is also nice to have because it gives like auras and stuff, like you mentioned. Like, but in theory, you could add like a poison aura or something.
Yeah, but what would you sacrifice?
If we can have access to spells, it would be pretty good. We can get rid of like a bit of con, because what is it gonna do? What is con gonna do? It's not give it a lot of HP.
Makes it beefy.
Yeah, con makes it tankier and a lot more resistant to stuff like blight.
Bring it down to 20.
Honestly, I would get the strength to 24, give 6 to wisdom. From what's
Yes. Wisdom's very good, because wisdom's very common.
So currently what I wrote was strength 30, dex 14, con 24, int 8, wisdom 10, charisma 4.
Common saves are constant. What is this? There was a thing somewhere that had it. Dex wasn't con. Okay.
Let's see, math and out. Wisdom. Do I need wisdom? What's the wisdom for again? For like a construct? What is wisdom?
Wisdom's like its saves and it's like understanding of the environment, right?
Yes, active tactics, intelligence.
So
I assume was the big picture.
Its resistance against exerted control, things like that.
Got it.
Are you able to banish like use the banishment spell on a flesh titan, like something that large?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
That's why it needs good save.
You could
would just-
target it, but it's like
But it could just come back. Oh yeah. Oh wait a minute.
it's not an outsider, so it's only a minute.
Oh okay. Wait. Does it become an outsider because we're using our soul coins?
No, it is it is a construct undead.
Undead. Okay. All right.
Do I want deck? Do I need it to be dex? Or just hits big? Smash.
Yeah, if you max con, you can actually dump dex a little bit.
What about fuck dex?
Yeah, actually, now that you think about, now that you mentioned that, I might flip it up too. So I would
What
do
if we-
something like this one.
Do this. 6, 10. Would this be too much? 22, 24, 26. Yes, so.
Can't believe they made that DC 40. Whoa,
I didn't think it was going to be that high.
I think it's so strong.
Swar did the heavy
This
lifting.
is
As Jerry on
first
top.
draft. Any comments?
I think it's split to
That's
even,
only
man.
80.
That's what?
That's only 80,
too
I
little?
think. 70.
I-
Oh no, I
am I-
just can't
am I
count. That is
mathing wrong?
90. No, I mathed, not mathed. I counted the
Yeah,
24 as 14
yeah,
for
that's
some reason.
yeah, that's pretty strong. I it's a respectable amount. It's a well-rounded creature. I just think for our purposes, this is speaking above table, right? Like Scat would just accept it because you're the pit fiend, right? But above table, I think for our purposes, we want to use it as a tool to do something, right? To us, like, its auras and other shit don't matter. We just want it to break the wall. We want it to be incredibly strong enough to punch the wall and just destroy it. Okay, it's a tool to us. That's what we want to use it for. We're not designing it as a boss for another party. We're designing it as a tool to get our means done. So I don't think us in character would be as cognizant to keep its like defenses as high, because for us we just kind of want to demolish this and kind of throw it away.
Well, in character, Swar doesn't give a shit. He just wants to make it cool as fucking golem. The best golem he can make.
Yeah,
So,
that's okay. That's a good justification.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, I would personally
Just
like.
for
I would personally like dump the int with int and charisma, and then pump it more into strength. So int 10, charisma's 10.
No. I will actually dump int and buff up charisma to 16 instead.
Very good.
Just,
Yeah.
I think this looks good.
For reference, how big is the Titan? Is that something we can ask Dan at this point, or does that have to?
Depends on its attributes. Its size will be determined by.
Okay.
Okay. Because I was thinking if it's big enough, it wouldn't really be something that could be tripped up. Maybe knocked prone with really good luck, but
This big con on strength, I think it will be pretty big, so should be fine.
Okay.
The charisma would give it nice abilities, which
Yes.
is more leaning towards Swar and his poison alchemy ways.
Very nice.
So,
okay.
I think I will
Yeah.
lock in this. I will post it in Foundry chat as well. For the chat.
Nice. The chat. The chat.
Who needs decks when you can just hit it?
Yeah, I would actually dump the decks. I would dump the decks so hard because you want max con, right? It's not going to be dumping it other ways yet.
Dex 0, con to 28.
thanks are not graceful.
Yeah, but like I guess if you dump the decks that hard, it would just be too slow to move into position, you know.
Yeah. Aren't they like really? Aren't they like still tall though? Like really fucking tall. So like, they could still travel, cover ground. What?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No weaknesses.
Like, okay, am I okay in thinking like this is like the colossal titan from Attack on Titan? And I know it depends.
Anyway,
Sorry.
are those what you choose? You locking in that?
Ooh, I'm so close to the it's what taking 2 from Dex into con, but I'm not sure.
Do it. Do it. 20 con would be even and amazing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 20 con.
It is a nice number. I don't know if it is mechanically relevant in terms of
20's even.
18 versus
20's
20.
even. It'll be funny.
Yes.
It'll be funny.
Even numbers
24
are
and
better.
20 con.
Is 18
It'll be
is
funny.
18 not even?
Boom.
It'll be funny.
8
20 con.
20 con.
Nobody has 20 con. Yes.
I have 20 con.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, peer pressure.
All right, selections have been made. Oh god. Okay.
Yo, it's like,
Holy shit, this stuff isn't it? All right. As you finish the final words, locking in the parameters, slowly, lightning and energy begins to coil. It begins to surge into it from the device, from the charging device implanted in the walls. The amount of energy that such a creature requires in order to enter existence is massive. The entirety of the area begins to short circuit as mana and lightning scour and kiss the walls, leaving lines of scorch marks, and normally would put people at risk, but your fiends and are pretty resistant to that kind of stuff. Until finally, you hear the sound of a heartbeat. And the massive creature rises up before you, ready to receive its first order. And you see this here before you.
Oh my.
Yo.
Oh.
let's go. Easy. Oh, brother.
What
Let's
the
go.
hell?
Ah, yes. The sectoid on roids. God love him.
All right. And that's a great place to call it right there. We'll pick it up next time with the assault on the wall.
Bruh.
Probably won't take us long, this fucking thing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sweet
It's
Jesus.
a 6x6. 30 by 30.
That's great. 6, 5, 6.
A new
Yeah,
calamity
right, okay.
joins the fray. Okay. Well done, guys.
Amazing.
That's some pretty fiendish behavior right there.
Indeed.
Alrighty, guys.
Indeed.
Good stuff. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining in. Support the channel, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Do we have any fan art, actually? Hey, look, I didn't see any, but it does not.
It's going to be so fun doing combat with this guy and 5Ks. It's going to be sick.
Sweet.
Oh,
Jesus.
we have a Zig Brokey moment in the.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream for now. I'll see you guys in about an hour for Lords of Light. Bye, everyone.
Bye.